So that's started up this year is I'm Umer, I'm the president. Along with me are a number of people, so I'm just going to stand up so you can kind of see who's who. Richie is the vice president, so that's Richie. Ashley's the secretary. Danny, who's our treasurer, who's stuck in traffic at the moment, so he's not here. Sapana is our publicist. And then we have a number of project coordinators who I'm going to tell you about as I tell you about the projects that we're trying to set up. Right, so the first project that we're running, or we're hoping to get started up as soon as possible, is a history-taking project with the local PCT and a service called Assist, which is a GP service for refugees and asylum seekers in Leicester. And we're wanting to set up a volunteer service where people can go in and help them to take histories from patients and get them registered onto the system, which is obviously going to help us with our communication skills and history-taking, which is going to help us as well as help them. The two people that are charged with running this project and getting hopefully everything sorted as soon as possible are Nishan, who's in the third year, and Sam, who's in the second year, so that's them two. Should just go away. That's fine. The next project that we have, those of you who got leaflets at Freshers Fair, there's a number of different names for the project. At the moment, we've got a lot of ideas as to what we want to do. Basically, what we're trying to get set up is some kind of volunteer work, either through a charity in Leicester, from which we've got a guest speaker today, who's going to speak to you in a little while. And there's another idea as well that we've got where we can go into local schools and work with children who have come over into England and to help them with their literacy and numeracy skills and help improve their learning as well. And the two people who are running that project are Sana and Taj, who are both third years. Sitting there and standing there. That's fine. The other project that we have is something called a summer party. This was run a couple of years ago during the Christmas time, but this year we decided to move it into summer to give us more time to organise it. What we do is we run a massive toy drive, get loads of people in the university from all different courses to collect toys for children, and then we organise a massive party, go down to one of the hostels where all the refugees and asylum seekers stay, and have a party with all the children, giving out the toys. Some pictures on the next page. This is from a couple of years ago when we did the same thing over Christmas, and a number of children came down, and it was a really good day. So hopefully we want to set this up into some kind of an annual event where we're getting loads. It should be a good end to the year after all the projects that we've done throughout the year, to have one big fun day where everyone can go down and spend a day with the children, handing out presents and having some fun. As for how you guys can get involved, for those of you who haven't already been added onto the mailing list, give us your names and email addresses today, and we'll get you added on so you can have the information sent to you. The projects that we are in the process of setting up should hopefully be done within the next couple of weeks. Obviously, with that coming up towards Christmas and then exams, we're thinking that the earliest possible time for it to be viable and to get projects set up will probably be after Phase 1 and ESA 1 and 3. But we are looking to try and get some of the volunteer work done before that as well. So if you guys get onto the mailing list, we'll get in touch with you as soon as possible as to what you can do and how you can get involved. Apart from that, on the committee at the moment, there are 5 third years, 3 or 4 second years, and 1 first year, and we really want some more first year presence on the committee to kind of get the message out there to the first years. Whether that be through being a fundraiser, just being a Phase 1 rep, or we would actually like to appoint someone as being a coordinator for the summer party itself. So during the early part of the year they might not have as much to do, but when it comes to summer they can take on the responsibility of organising that with the charities and organising that event for us. So if you are interested in any of those roles, speak to us either in the half-time interval that we're going to have or at the end, and speak to us, and we'll hopefully send you some information out how you can get involved. Apart from that, there's nothing else for me to say at the moment. We've got a couple of guest speakers in today. The first of whom is called Aidan. He's from a local charity in Leicester called Refugee Action. And he's going to do a short talk to you, and then he's going to introduce another one of our guest speakers for you today. So I'm just going to pass it over to Aidan. And thank you for listening, and thank you for coming.